welcome to Metuchen High School. I'm here with the principal, John Novak. John, how has the Film Shorts project inspired the other students here in Metuchen High School?
Well, I think what Film Shorts has done is enhance the quality of school life to the extent that other students recognize what they do, how hard they work, and they also benefit from the various projects that they've been involved in, and I think they absolutely enjoy it.
Is there a lot of cooperation from the faculty that works with the students?
Oh, I think so. I think all the students involved in Film Shorts are highly regarded by staff. I think teachers recognize the amount of hard work and effort that's invested into all their projects, and I've not been made aware of any uncooperative staff members. In fact, if anything, I think our teachers have been very excited about their work and more than willing to cooperate in any way they can.
That is tremendous. Do you think that the work that they're doing here, it actually helps them prepare for a future in film or in drama?
I think it could. I don't know if every single one of all the Film Short students will end up in some type of media-related career, but certainly what they do here has been valuable for them, has been a benefit for the school community, and has given them some background that they can build on if, in fact, when they get to college or out in the real world, they would like to pursue a career along those lines. I think that all the work that they do will only help them down the road.
Well, I guess that's enough talking from the adults. What do you say we just switch our gears now and talk to some of the students who make Film Shorts possible? Mr. Novak, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with the staff.
My pleasure.
Hi, I'm here with Jordan Melograno, the founder and fearless ringleader of Film Shorts, a student and television workshop headquartered at Metuchen High School. The Oaklander received many positive comments when we aired A Quickening Principle and Phaeton's Fall, two segments from their 1997 anthology collection, When Does the Man in the Moon Sleep?, on our November 1997 show. Now, a year later, Film Shorts is about to premiere Dark Anthems, a new anthology set for release in June of 1998. Jordan, it's a pleasure to meet you and to have you on our show. When did you first get the idea to create Film Shorts?
Well, Film Shorts wasn't solely my idea. There were about a dozen kids, freshmen in high school, who were already making video projects. And January 1996, we decided to make it an official part of Metuchen High School, an independent study. And from there, it just grew and got bigger and bigger.
And you're saying that you decided to make it a curriculum inside the high school. How did that come about with the ideas from the students and have it blend with the curriculum? How did you work with the faculty on that?
Well, the faculty really didn't get involved until we decided to make it an actual organization that we would concentrate on. And all we did pretty much was we stayed out of everybody's way and just did our own thing, you know, brashly independent, and just tried to, you know, start with something new and get some ideas together. There was nothing here. There was no media arts class or anything. And just set on our way to being pioneers, I guess.
So what we're seeing right now, the cameras, the nonlinear editing system, this is all state-of-the-art things here. And you've accomplished this in 3 short years, along with the writing and the producing?
Well, what happened was, in our second year, my sophomore year in high school, we hooked up with the TV station, Metuchen, the local TV station, METV, and they were able to allow us to spread our message a little bit longer, and people got used to it, and we were able to do more live shows like our sports awards. And this, of course, caught the attention of many who worked in the school system. And as we produced more and more shows, we were able to go to the Board of Education with a proposal to get some actual video equipment here at the high school, and that's where we get all these lovely toys you see behind me. And we were very, very, very excited when that happened at the beginning of this year, because it allowed us to go out and shoot more things and edit our own things professionally.
So this is your third project. The first project was called How Many Cows Can You Eat with a Spoon?
Yeah, every year we have an anthology of assorted different works, and each one has to have a question as their title. The first year was How Many Cows Can You Eat with a Spoon? I came up with a guy named Gabe Shapiro. He moved away, but he was one of the original 12. One is The Man in the Moon Sleep, which was last year's, and this year's is How Do You Draw a Blank? That's this year's anthology. In addition, we've been able to create 2 other large-scale 40-minute pieces, one called Dark Anthems, which is a three-part, let's see, how can I describe it, more of a Hitchcockian type of thing, and Onomatopoeia, which is the longest film short ever created, a 43-minute film short. Well, this year's festival, like I said, will feature 3 large projects, and each one will have their own unique set of, mood and tone and all that other stuff we put into our work. Onomatopoeia is basically an ensemble comedy with a bunch of stereotypical, outrageous characters put together into one and see how they react. That's one project. The anthology, How Many Draw a Blank, and the trilogy, Dark Anthems, are both split up into different parts. Dark Anthems are 3 shorts with surprise endings. That was the goal in creating Dark Anthems. And they're much different from anything we've ever done in the past. They're much darker, a little bit more special effects, that type of thing. And the anthology, like as in years before, is coming from all directions. We have 8th graders writing now, which we've never had before. And we have, most of them are standard, set in suburbia, high school students going through normal troubles. And some of them are a little bit more outrageous. Chris Donovan's Medical Conditions is hysterical. It's a satire on the modern medical journal type shows and really eccentric medical conditions that we went out and tried to
That
to
sounds
film on our
wonderful.
own. In the vein of Beefino from the first year and Ants from Mars from last year, this is our new eccentric comedy entry. But there's a lot more coming. There's something called the Fish Skit, which is also a little bit off the eccentric end, where there's a talking fish and some interesting characters. And there's some other things coming from some new directions which you've never tried before. So that really has a lot of variety in it.
Message, and when we come back, we'll meet some of the other students who are involved in film shorts here at Metuchen High School. Please stay with us.
Animation,
Liveliness,
a quickening principle.
the time between birth and death. It,
It
stinks.
35, too much to take care of.
15, too much to worry about.
Can't make the decisions.
Because there are too many questions.
Can I advance in my job? Does my husband still love me? Are the kids okay? Will they succeed in life? Will the house fall apart? Did someone walk the dog today?
Are my clothes cool? How do I look? How does my breath smell? Are my grades up? How did I do at practice? Does that girl over there think I'm cute? Should I get a job? I wonder what's playing at the movie theater tonight.
I wish I was back in my 20s.
I wish I was back in kindergarten.
I'd do things differently. I wouldn't get married right out of college. I wouldn't tie myself down.
I'd act dumber, so maybe they wouldn't let me pass. And I could stay there forever.
I would be free. No one could bother me.
I would be a part of something. I'd have all those little friends.
Nobody
else's opinion mattered.
I could go to parties.
I could play with my blocks.
I'd tour the world. I could be a solo musician. It would be like an imaginary world.
I could build castles and spaceships and astronomical Lego foundations. It would be an imaginary world.
I would know nothing of the bondage of marriage.
I would know nothing of peer pressure.
Know nothing of the dependence of my kids.
Know nothing of the cruelty of kids.
Know nothing of ascending the corporate ladder.
I would know nothing of the burdens of a social butterfly. Life would be an adventure.
I could go anywhere with anyone. No more school, no career yet.
Nobody cared what you looked like or how you acted. We were all just little kids who wanted to play. We hadn't learned to judge yet.
I was in the golden age of my life.
I was at the beginning of my life.
The best years, the high point.
First years, the starting point.
I
could have been anyone then.
But I chose to be me.
And now, I am me.
But before, the idea of supporting myself seemed exciting.
The fact that I could move one leg before the other and walk was amazing.
My parents no longer controlled me. I was free.
I didn't understand enough yet. I was free.
But now life is complicated.
It's like a job.
A requirement.
Sure, if you will.
I guess I'm in the proverbial drop of the roller coaster.
The bumpy part of the road.
There's always retirement.
There's always my 20s.
Simplicity is something I once had,
That's gone.
but now I'm beginning to realize what life may be.
A complex search
For
for
simplicity. Ironic.
Serendipitous.
Haphazard.
Events that haunt life and make it difficult, yet
Interesting.
the same day that the pigs fly, the cows come home.
The same day hell freezes over.
Nights without homework.
Beautiful sunsets. Walks through the looking glass and holidays at Elysium.
Are wonderful, but
Become monotonous if undergone frequently enough.
if I could relive
If I could relive.
life's greatest
And most pleasant
surprises,
is that while I
while I
am discovering the shore,
someone else
is discovering the adventure.
My name's Michael Gold.
And what are your, what's your direction? Where are you headed in this project, Mike?
I do a little bit of everything. I've acted in Sneak, a short drama about a person who gets beat up and then has desires to kill the person who beat him up. And it has an odd twist to it, and most of the shorts in the trilogy are depressing, dark, and eerie, and that's part of the trilogy.
And I've also acted in a lot of film shorts, a lot of last year's, and this year I'm directing, I'm directing my first film short, Medical Conditions. And it's a comedy, and it actually came to us in science class last year. Me and a friend were learning about diseases and stuff, and we started coming up with these goofy ideas for different medical conditions, and basically we decided to make it into a film short.
Have you heard? They've successfully cloned a rhesus monkey.
That's insane. Damn creature hardly makes a mark in the world and suddenly we're going to create an entire population.
You know, if they can clone a rhesus monkey, then they can clone other primates. We could be next.
It should be outlawed.
Outlawed? It's not even being practiced yet. How can it be outlawed?
That's the point. Forbid the whole blasted devilish practice before they could even start it.
Devilish?
You know they'll only use it for evil. They could clone monkeys, they'll clone people. And you know what they'll use cloning for? For creating armies. We're living in some imperialistic world where everyone will try to dominate everyone else, but no real people will be killed, so no one will care. See how evil this is?
Okay, so, like, what would happen if you, like, cloned a tightrope walker? Would the clone also be able to successfully walk across a tightrope?
When you clone someone, you're simply getting another person who looks like the person you cloned. That's it.
Yeah, but would the clone be able to walk across a tightrope?
I don't think you understand cloning. You see, what happens is they take DNA from one person and they are able to make another person just like the person who they took the DNA from. And these two people will look exactly the same and they'll have the same genetic makeup. But tightrope walking is something that's not genetic, it's something that you learn. So, no. So since it's something that you learn, I don't think the clone would be able to walk across the tightrope.
Well, actually, from
No,
my experience,
excuse me, I'm explaining this to him. The clone, yes, the clone would have to learn how to walk the tightrope himself, but he wouldn't just, you know, just because the person can walk the tightrope, he won't be able to walk the tightrope. Do you understand?
Okay, so what if you were cloning somebody that was about to die?
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Well, the clone would die as well as the original person because he would also have the illness.
Okay, so what if you cloned a pregnant lady? Would the clone also be pregnant? And if so, would the fetus also just be a clone of the fetus?
Well, if I'm not mistaken.
Excuse me. I need to finish this. I need quiet. Please be quiet so I can finish this.
Oh, okay, get this. So what if you cloned a lady that underwent like a traumatic childhood and like grew up to be like a schizophrenic with like 6 personalities and they're all like crazy and everything? Like, would the clone also have those 6 personalities? And if so, would they change at the exact time?
As a matter of fact, excuse me. What did I say? I said I need quiet. Would you please be quiet so I can finish this? I need to finish this.
What if we cloned you? Would your clone be as uptight and desperate for a time as you are?
Well, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. Why is it that you keep trying to answer his insanely stupid questions?
Aha! As you can see, I'm Dr. Lee. But this isn't all of me. There is another that is much like me. But that's not to say exactly. Whereas I like coffee, my clone likes tea. I'd love to lie near the sea, but she would rather go and ski. And many times she's forgotten the house key. Well, when we drive, I pay the fee. So as you can see, though she looks like me, quite different we will always be. 'Cause I'm not her and she's not me. Together, we are Dr. Lee. But I am I and she is she.
Thanks. I don't know. I like doing. I like being behind the scenes, seeing how everything's done, putting things together. That's basically it.
And to your right is?
Dale Brandt, and pretty much right now I do a lot of acting, and I'm the head of the video evaluation committee for film shorts. And pretty much what that is, I take our finished products, our shorts, and I showcase them to the students in Metuchen High School, and basically anybody who will watch them. And try to sell the idea of film shorts and get people to come to our festival at the end of the year. Basically find out what people think of us.
What the hell was that?
This is God!
What?
God! You know, God.
Okay.
I'm here too!
So, God, what's up?
Oh, same old, same old.
Oh, really?
Well, I won't keep you from anything. I figured I'd just drop in. All right, later.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes. Is Mr. Butts there? Seymour Butts?
What?
Yes, this is Mr. Dover. Mr. Ben Dover.
Who the hell is this?
Why, it's me, God!
Come now, God. I mean, really, don't you think that's a little vulgar?
I know. Listen.
Hold up. I got another call. Hello?
Hey, it's me again, God!
God, don't I have you on the other line?
I have 2 lines!
Okay, so is there anything else you wanted?
Not really.
Well then, God, I don't mean to be rude, but... Oh, hold on, I've got another call. Hello?
Hi, Harry. This is Melissa.
Melissa, hi, it's Harry. Well, I guess you knew that. So, what's going on?
Well, I've been thinking, and I think that maybe I'll give you another chance. After all, it's only fair.
Really? You mean it?
No, I don't mean it.
What? Who is this? Melissa?
No, it's not Melissa.
It's God!
God! Hello?
It's me again. It's God!
God, I'm hanging up.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Harry. It's me, God. I can still talk to you now.
Dear Diary, I am disturbed by the Almighty's recent actions. I cannot determine the sin which I have committed, nor do I know why he would invoke such wrath on me. Therefore, I've concluded that I am mad and that this will be my last entry. So, as a last resort, I've decided to ignore him and maybe he will go away. Hey, get out of here!
That's it! That is it! Go away, damn it! Okay. Okay? Okay? Oh, okay. I have defeated him finally. It was just a figment of my imagination. Sincerely, Harry. Yes?
Come here for a second.
I'll be right there. Hey, I told you the first time I'd be right there. Why is she so damn impatient? Look, I told you... Wait a minute. I don't live with anybody. Oh no. What's going on? It's me, God, again! Oh, of course! It's God! 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 Oh, God! My God! Dear God! 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 God!
Okay, I'll see you around then.
Here with some of the crew members of Film Shorts here, and to my right we have Emily Melograno.
Yes.
And what are some of your responsibilities inside the group this year? And you're an 8th grader, I understand.
Yes. This year, in the beginning of the year, I directed and acted in and wrote the Idiot. And it's just like a fun short, like kind of making fun of all our boyfriends.
Did you pick up on this as you watched your brother put this whole thing together?
Well, actually, it was originally a poem, and he read it and he liked it, and he said, "Well, let's turn it into something more well-known." So turned it into a script, and we did a film short.
My name is Catherine Frizzell, and I've done behind the scenes of this year's spring musical at our school, Pippin. I'm an 8th grader, so this was my first experience with film shorts, and I really learned a lot with that.
My family is downstairs shouting. Are they mad? No. Are they fighting, hurling bases at each other's head? No. Then why, ask the sane yet inquisitive bystander, would they be shouting? Why wouldn't they be, I respond. Doesn't every normal family sit in front of 2 televisions, both on, volumes blasting, and yell at each other? They yell about baseball games, phone bills. They yell about who bought the postage stamps. Last I heard, though I now reside in my room upstairs, they were yelling about pizza and if it was too late to pick one up. I sat between them tonight on the couch, and when asked what topping I'd like on my pizza, my answer wasn't loud enough, and get this, I was yelled at. Was she drinking when asked? She's slurring, you can't even hear her. Was she even talking? What's wrong with her? And why does she sit so strangely? That is when I left. Families. It's so funny how they're genetically engineered to fit, or mine was anyway. My brother is studious, so I, the 2-year late child, interrupted the still waters of his perfection with my, shall we say, uniqueness. My father is mean, and so my mother is friendly. My brother is a pessimist, and so my mother is an optimist. We don't understand each other. We hurt each other with our ignorance. We're different, and so we fit. I would perhaps sometimes like a little leeway. It would be nice, I suppose, for them to not judge me solely on the fact that I'm 14 and a bit of a flake, and see me more of what I aspire to be. 15, and a bit less of a flake. I could sit here and write until my hands bleed, and they could shout until they lose their voices, only. But nothing we do will affect anything. Why, asked the bystander, leaning and hoping to grasp some grain of truth within my ramblings. We are a family, and we coexist, and so we co-fail. We fail to achieve group perfection, superiority to every other dysfunctional family on my cul-de-sac. How am I kidding? We fail to achieve a Sunday dinner where not one person is missing, one voice is raised, or worse, one television volume is adjusted. But we are a family, and tomorrow we'll return from work walks and ball fields and yell happily at each other and pick gently at each other's flaws. Maybe tomorrow I'll go and yell with them as loud as they want me to, and they'll look upon me briefly, with pride and general adoration, and ask me ever so carefully, as only your own flesh and blood could, why I sit so strangely. And it will start all over again. Why? Because we are a family.
It's a lot of fun. As Emily said, she said that we weren't necessarily as sophisticated as the real studios that do it, but really, if you've ever been on a real shoot or something, they have just as much fun as we do. We try not to necessarily make it into a task that has to be done here, it has to be done. We have the deadline set, but the most important part is that we're all having fun doing it and learning at the same time.
Well, we're just about out of time here now, and I want to wish all of you much success in whatever you lay your hands on, because you all seem to have an abundance of talent, and we hope to be showcasing all three of the anthologies up in the Oakland area. So with that, we sign off from Film Shorts in Metuchen High School, and we'll see you all later.